Peace, Natalie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm divine and aligned,
Good.
enjoying the fruits, all of the fruits. So yeah, what are you eating here?
I have a really good Thai watermelon with seeds
Yeah.
and some grenadine.
Grenadillas?
Grenadillas.
Mm-hmm.
Grenadillas on top.
Nice.
It's like a cousin of the passion fruit.
Right.
Pretty similar in taste. Really, really good. Sour.
Dang, that's nice. So why are you eating this?
I'm on a fruit fast.
Is it a fast or a
Fruit
feast?
Feast.
Okay. What's the difference?
Well, Fruit Feast, it's unlimited fruit. You can eat whatever sweet fruit you want to eat throughout the day. And fast, you're not really.
Right. Or you're thinking more restriction or something like that. Okay. So how long, what day is this for you?
This is day 5.
Mm-hmm.
I worked my way into it, so I was raw for 2 days before.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started it on the 1st.
Yeah.
So Detox the Body on the 1st of January.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been amazing. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah. That's real.
But
So
overall,
have you noticed any benefits or any changes in yourself, your body, your thoughts? What are you experiencing? Or what did you experience maybe? Are you feeling good or how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling amazing.
Okay.
I feel good today.
Cool.
Okay, so day 1 was great. I was like, yes, I can do this. Day 2, I had cravings. Day 2 and day 3, I like really had cravings, so it was just like a mental game the whole time, but the fruit was so satisfying. And we made like fruit bowls. We were like mixing a bunch of fruits together and stuff like that, so it made it really good. But I was still like craving things that I used to eat.
Yeah, like familiar foods.
Yeah, which is still vegan, but not fruits.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2nd and 3rd day, it was kind of just a mental game for me. And then yesterday, I woke up feeling like brand new, and I woke up so refreshed and rejuvenated. My skin cleared up.
Well, didn't you have like breakouts or something the first few days?
Day 2, like day 2 and 3, like I started like getting like little pimples, and I was like, okay, I've been eating so clean, why am I getting pimples? But it was my body detoxing and just trying to get things out. So like I have like some like pimples that I had gotten, but then yesterday and today, my face cleared up a little bit more, and then today it's like more clear than it was yesterday.
Is it clearer than normal? Is it clearer than your normal skin?
Yes.
So it got worse before it got better.
Yeah. Because I have very sensitive skin, and I always kind of have skin problems even when I'm eating really clean. And this is kind of like the cleanest like my skin has felt in a while. So yeah. I have really bad knees. Like I had 2 ACL surgeries on my knees from playing basketball. And on my right knee, it's always just like a permanent pain. Like going upstairs, squatting, running, doing anything that my knee is bent with pressure, permanent pain for like 7 years. Yesterday, I think it was, I was going up the stairs in my apartment, and I was like, okay, this is weird. My knees didn't hurt anymore, like at all.
But also they used to pop or crack, you said, yeah?
Well, usually it's a bad habit, but my knee gets stiff, and then I have to kind of like pop it or like crack it, and it makes like a really loud pop, and I have to do it. I do that like 10 times a day. It's a bad habit.
Yeah, self-cracking.
My knee gets stiff, so I like kind of crack it, and then it feels a little better. So it hasn't been cracking. It's crazy. I'm like,
it's cracked every single day of your life for the past.
Well, the cracking really started like 3 years ago.
After surgery or before, or what do you think happened when it started cracking 3 years ago?
Well, I was playing college basketball, so just playing on it throughout the years.
Were you vegan 3 years ago?
Was that what?
Were you vegan
I was just turning vegan actually.
Nice.
But that's kind of when the pain, well, really like 4 years ago, that's when the cracking started. But the pain has been there for like 7, 8 years.
Right.
I got the surgery like 9 years ago.
Yeah. So
And,
this 3 year crack, like no more crack.
No. And I don't know if it's because I'm just extra hydrated or just like, I don't know, but.
But what's the only? I mean, what's the main?
Right.
What's the thing? What's everything? Most of the things about your life have been consistent. Like,
Yeah.
what's the one thing you changed instead of other stuff?
Yeah.
Just fruits and water.
Yeah. Instead of like vegan food. Like I didn't notice how much, even though I was eating vegan, how much cooked food inflames my body. Like I dropped a lot of weight, my stomach got.
And you don't even eat
super
like
small.
processed cooked food, yeah?
No.
It's
I
just
eat
like
clean.
it's
I
just
eat
vegetables.
good.
It's just fruit, just literally whole food. You eat whole food plant based regularly.
Yeah.
And you still had this crack in your knee and this pain in your knee.
Yeah.
So whole food plant based didn't heal your knee.
Which maybe I was lacking in some ways.
Lacking what?
Like when calcium, magnesium, or
But
something.
but how could so if you were lacking something, then like you literally, but you're on fruit now. But fruit is not enough nutrients. There's not enough nutrients in fruit. I'm being sarcastic. But who cares what the explanation is? Literally, there's one factor that she's changed in her life in the past 5 days, and it's literally did away with an ailment that she's had for years.
Yeah.
What else? Maybe
Some
knee pain, your skin.
So my energy yesterday was like out of this world. Like, like literally, like my eyes were even like this. I was like so energized and like alert. My senses, my senses are crazy right now. Like, like all of them are crazy right now, and it's like I'm craving fruit more.
Senses crazy how? Tell me more about that. Like people don't know that this happens. They have no idea. Like I want to share so that people can understand.
So going vegan, you have an increase in your senses. So I already kind of had that increase.
What I understand, but what does this mean? Increasing your senses?
Just being sensitive to like smells. Like when you taste things, you could taste like every little tiny ingredient in it.
And this is when you were going vegan, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. My senses like increased, and I was more like alert. My brain was sharper, like things like that. But going on fruit these past few days, it's like everything is like so
popping,
yeah,
vibrant.
Yeah, and every time, and now I could taste the difference between like the same fruit, but like a different watermelon or from a different tree, or like I can.
Or like when you're eating passion
color.
fruit, yeah. Let's say you're eating like a bunch of passion fruit, which is like a mono meal. So basically, you kind of eat mostly mono meals, don't you? Like if you're eating a fruit, you're just eating that fruit. Maybe like, I mean, yeah, squeezing a passion fruit or a lime over it, I guess that makes it like 2 ingredients.
I've been eating.
But mostly, yeah.
But yeah, so I could like taste the difference between
like within the same fruit, you can taste the differences between each little.
Between the sizes, the colors, they're like all different.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of study them and see.
It kind of makes you get better at picking fruit, yeah. And you start to almost know what it's gonna taste like before you. Big knife energy. The knives are so sharp here though. I already cut myself.
Shit. Yeah, this one's really sharp too.
Show me that. What that is.
Hey.
Ooh.
Grenadilla. Looks just like passion fruit, but with less juice on the inside.
Right.
A little bit of a different
Grenadillas are usually more solid, it seems. More fibrous, I guess, would be the word.
But yeah. And then it's like even like I'm drinking lime water along with my fruit fast. Fruit Feast.
Right.
And like even when I put lime in my water, the lime is just so sour and succulent and juicy, and like it just hits the back of your jaw. Like it's like I never tasted lime that intensely. Like I'm tasting like, so I know my taste buds are just like.
Yeah, I mean, like you eat, because you eat limes all the time.
I've been eating, I always love limes. Since I was a little kid, I would always just like eat them by itself. I would even put like a little bit of salt on top and eat it by itself. And They were always good my whole life, but not like it's been this week.
So
like
literally,
every time I taste a lime, it's like, whoa.
literally the same food that you've been eating your whole life, it's even it changes the taste, or you know, your experience of the taste is different, I suppose.
Yes. Coconut water, popping. Like it's just so intense. It's so yummy.
You were smashing this watermelon.
No. I eat this whole thing right now.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm excited to continue doing the feast. And see what other kind of benefits I come across.
Right.
Yeah, I'm excited, and I'm more so excited because my skin is like really clearing up, and that right there just.
It means a lot to you?
It does, because it just sucks when you have a struggle, you have sensitive skin, and it's just like nothing works on your face. So it's like I feel good.
So it's not even, there's not even some special thing you've put on your face.
No.
It's literally just you've changed what you put into your system. Put good in and you get good out. Maybe.
And hydration. Like I didn't even realize I was like so dehydrated.
Exactly.
Until like
most people never realize it because the cooked food is dehydrating. So it's just a norm for people.
And I feel like I drink a lot of water too.
Yeah, and then most of the water you're drinking is to like compensate or to make up for the water that cooked foods and dried foods and heavy foods and complex foods take away from your body. But when you're eating watery foods and drinking water, there's no lack. It's like so much water. And it's literally what people are missing. Most people are chronically dehydrated. They're like in a water deficit.
So yeah, I feel so light. Like today when I jumped off that little, there was like a huge step basically that you had to like jump. Yeah,
almost like this height, like almost waist height basically.
And I like jumped off, and usually when I jump off of things or I have to like go into a squat, I compensate for my knee that hurts me, and I'll like put muscle pressure on my left leg, and then it's like my body even did it like by itself, and it landed on both feet and put the same amount of pressure on both feet, and there was no pain on my knee. And that hasn't been there. That hasn't happened in freaking years. And I played basketball, like, and it's just a permanent pain.
Wow, that's so cool. I think that's really awesome.
It's motivating.
Right. Motivating how?
To continue. I don't know if I'm gonna eat only fruits my entire life.
It's no one ever asked you to.
Yes,
right?
But it's motivating to just see what raw foods and fruits can do to your body. Like,
and also maybe what the other foods do to your body, because all you did was eliminate everything else.
Right.
A lot of people don't even realize it, but you don't even know which part of your other diet was causing issues, whether it's oil or salt or rice or gluten or beans or grains or whatever, like who knows. So it's really going to be important when you start back, eating other foods. I think it's totally important to, try other foods again. Like, it's all an experiment. It's your body, it's your life. Become an expert at your body. And just enjoy that. And you'll probably, continue to become aware of how these different foodstuffs and how everything affects you, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been, I was hanging out with you a few days, and like, it seemed like you like, there was a lot of like emotional things for you as well.
There was. Because it's like you realize, first of all, you really realize like your addiction to food. Even when you feel like you're eating clean or whatever it is, there's like an emotional attachment to food. So it's like when you no longer have that attachment, or like those comfort foods that you could turn to, or something you could do when you're bored and just kind of, or even if you got the munchies and it's like, there's no like outlets really. So it's like you have no choice.
There's no crutches.
Right.
No comfort blankets.
You have no choice but to kind of just
find ways, maybe.
Like, you have no choice but to kind of dig deep inside yourself and be like, why am I feeling these things? Like, it just makes you like learn. It's like making me learn more about myself, and like, it's just testing my mental strength and
Right, because at no point has your body actually screamed or cried for help or really like actually needed anything else? Like have you actually had like a need, like a physical nutritional need for something other than fruit?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not at all.
Even the other day, you actually got full off maybe one of the smoothie bowls, but we were talking about food so much, and so like the idea of food, I guess, was sounding really good. But like, did you really even like, you really didn't even want the food we were talking about? It's because
So
you were
full.
satisfied.
I'm satisfied, which I never really knew that I can get like really full and satisfied from fruit.
Most people never eat enough.
Yeah, I guess I was never really eating enough.
Because most people never have a reason to try to fill up on fruit. That's why I think the fruit feast is so important, because you're making an intention to literally eat from a specific food group and for a specific reason. And so when you've made this sort of commitment to yourself, then your psyche, everything about your mind and your body kind of aligns for you to do that. Whereas when you're not on quote unquote a fruit feast, you're kind of allowed to eat whatever you want. And so yeah, we probably tend to revert to those emotional and those comfort eating foods a lot more often than we think. And I guess the main thing is that because we don't actually put forth the effort to make sure we're actually getting quality fruit and enough of it. It's never been a priority because, well, I can eat other shit. I can eat other things that don't taste good naturally. I could just eat other things that we can make taste good. I could just eat other things and put salt and oil and fry them and make complex, familiar meals out of them and things that excite my palate and all that. Which is, the exciting thing is good, but it takes you away from the excitement and the pure joy that pure nature and mama can provide. Yeah. Was there anything else that you'd like to share with us before we end the video? I really appreciate your testimonial and just you sharing your journey and
Jordan,
your open-mindedness.
I appreciate you for putting me on, for holding me accountable, for teaching me, for being hard on me when you gotta be hard on me. Like, I appreciate you for just like, making me better. Cause now I know, and now I can share the knowledge as well. So yeah, it's cool. I'm excited for the end of the feast to see how I feel and see if I want to keep going.
Right, exactly. I'm excited for you.
Word. Thank you.
Thank you. Peace, y'all. I'm on the same feast as her as well. Day 5 for me. I feel amazing. So good. Thing is, I didn't really have as much of the emotional roller coaster as her, and I also didn't have a lapse in energy the first 2 days. But I've been doing this type of fruit feast for like the past 3 years, and like every other month or so. I think my body's quite used to subsisting on fruit. So it was kind of nice to have the reminder or the refresher and to be around someone who's I mean, honestly, this feast was the very first day of the fruit feast was like your first day of life without cooked food, like intentionally not eating cooked food.
Actually, it was.
So this is the first time, period.
Yes.
Hey, cool. Dance in front of the window. The silhouette's nice.
Look how little my stomach is all flat.
Hey, oh, ow, nice.